Welcome to the Super Over. I'm Jarrod Kimber. I'm pleased to say I have the man who has hit more sixes than Jonathan Trott beside me, Iain O'Brien, to talk about the day's play. Let's start with right back at the beginning. New Zealand dropped some catches, and looking back, those could be incredibly important.
Yeah, look, 3-4 moments today. The two drop catches. Chapman, who was on the field for Henry, 12th man. Henry then dropped. So Chapman dropped Gill. Gill went, scored another 45. He made 90. Henry came back on. He dropped Pant on 53. He went on. The partnership made an extra 73 from that first drop. They made 73 more runs. I think it was a 96-run partnership. There's two moments. There's two more moments. Rachel Ravinda in the afternoon. I know we'll get there. But Ashwin's catch also in the afternoon. There's 4 moments today that New Zealand have lost. And if you win 2 of those moments, this is a very different day. Although I think New Zealand will still be quite happy.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to know. Ajaz Patel will be happy. He struggled at times. Last night he had sort of that magical mini spell. He started again today, got hit everywhere. But in the end, he was the reason that New Zealand didn't cough up much of a lead.
When a bowler's going for runs, you got an opportunity to take wickets. There's an opportunity for mistakes. It's a day 2 game. It's a day 5 pitch. If you get your length wrong and it spins and it bounces, or it doesn't spin and doesn't bounce, you're in the game. You're waiting on a batsman to make a mistake. And India have made mistakes with the bat. They've made many mistakes. I don't think the Indian players in this game are playing their style. I think, look, the secret is to do what you do. That is the secret of success when you step up, when you are at that elite, at any level. You do what you do. You don't try to be something else. I just get the feeling that India are trying to be too aggressive. They've almost taken cues from England. That's the way I feel. I could be wrong. I just get the feeling that they're trying to bully New Zealand. They played 2 test matches and lost, trying to bully New Zealand. This is a crazy patch. And tomorrow's going to be outstanding.
Well, I mean, Shubman Gill and Will Young both made runs on this wicket. Once you get in, I feel after a while it becomes a little bit easier to bat. But you notice when a player comes straight to the crease, just how tough it is. It's spinning as much as any Indian wicket has in the last 2 years, according to the data. We didn't need the data, really. We saw Ashwin's Karen ball, which went absolutely sideways. I don't think I've ever seen a Karen ball spin like that before. But it really is a tough wicket to bat on, isn't it?
It's a pitch where if you get anything full, you hit through the ball. You hit directly through the middle of the ball. You hit from the back of the ball, through the centre, through the other side of the ball. You hit it 180 degrees through the middle of the ball. You don't try and roll your wrists. You hit it through the ball. If you've gone across the line, it's tough. You get your sweeps in at times, but it's a pitch where if it's full, you hit it. And that's why New Zealand, they got a bit wrong in this morning and early this afternoon. They full tosses, hit. India scored the runs. Through fuller balls. India got it wrong too. They bowled very full. They bowled day 2. I said it when we were commentating. They bowled day 2 style on, again, what was a day 5 pitch.
Yeah.
They bowled the flight at times. They bowled the loopy stuff that gets you playing out in front of your pad. But when it's spinning like that, you can smother that. You can sweep that. You can score runs off that. If it turns 8 degrees, if it turns 6 degrees the other way, because it's shorter and quicker, you got no chance.
What's the biggest moment for you? We have Rachel Ravindra run down to Ashwin outside the line of the ball, and it spun away from him, and he was out stumped. We had Mitchell, who was playing a good shot, to be fair, but got it a little bit off the toe, and Ashwin went back to take kind of misjudged it, and then took a very fine catch at the last minute. What's the bigger moment? Because from this game's perspective,
Mitchell's shot was one of his shots. That's how he plays. He hits straight so well. You count the 4s and 6s that he has hit straight over the bowler's head. Turned a bit, got slightly toey, but got out playing a shot that he plays that's in his repertoire, and that's what he's so good at. He doesn't go away from his game plan. He does what he does. He does what he it's not going to work. But he does what
he does something.
Yeah, he does what he does, and that's why he has been so successful. After he had a taste of it, it took him a few test matches because that's what happens, and now he does what he does. Rachin Ravinda, that's not his shot. I'm so sad to see him play that shot. I'm sad for him because that's going to eat him up. It will be, if New Zealand lose this test, still win the series 2-1. But if New Zealand lose this test, I think Rachin will struggle. I think the mental toll, the what ifs, are going to be. And I've been there. Lost one day, lost. Been a part of made mistakes and drop catches, made mistakes and it eats you for such a long time, and then you have this block. You get stuck, and can I ever do this again? And Rachin's awesome. He's a wonderful guy, a wonderful player, and he does have a short memory, which is a secret to fast bowling, secret to bowling, but he does often have a short memory. And he's going to need his teammates. He's going to need the guys around him to look after him. But also, it wasn't full. So the shot, it wasn't one of his shots. If we go back and look at the T20 World Cup, that's not where he hit the ball from that length. He went away from his game plan, and it looked horrible, didn't it? That's also the issue. It looked so bad.
Looks like the lead's going to be, Will O'Rourke's in now, so we can add one more run to the lead.
1.4? At a strike rate of 3?
Yeah, I mean, at the very least, he might be able to stick in for a while, because it's very hard to get Will O'Rourke out. It's just that he doesn't score any runs either way.
Create a partnership.
So my question to you is, how confident are you that New Zealand can come back? Because there's enough in this wicket. You said 130. I think a couple of things have changed since then. I think we've seen buys happen because the ball's ragging so much. We've seen the ball keep low, which we also hadn't seen as much of at that point. And we also know that New Zealand are going to bowl more full tosses, probably more half volleys as well, right? So is 140-ish enough?
Yes, it is. This was more than enough. It is absolutely more than enough on this pitch if New Zealand don't bowl half volleys and full tosses. They don't do the glamour part of spin bowling. If they do the flat, quick, into the wicket, almost like you're a medium pacer, but you hold your action and you rip it. Jadeja does it so well. And that is why he picked up 5 in the first and he's got 3 in the second. That's what he does in one-day cricket, and he rips it. He bowls into it and it pings. It doesn't spin, it pings. It's almost like it's those reflex balls with the lumps on it. It just disappears away. The good thing for New Zealand is that there were no left-handers, very few left-handers for Jadeja to beat them, hit the pad tail with W's and bowls. So New Zealand with the left-hand option, the right-handers, the leg spinner. So there's loads. 145 is more than enough. And I hope they will learn from that first innings. There'll be buys, but the full tosses isn't.
Yep.
The half trackers are fine, I think. You said a field for a half tracker. Ish Sodhi, that's how he gets loads of wickets in one-day cricket. They see a half tracker, they try and hit it over the fence. There's a man there. If you don't get it, letting the batsman make a mistake. And on this pitch, it's really easy to make a mistake. Really easy to do something silly. And the closer India get, the more likely they will get themselves in trouble. Because that's what happens.
We're certainly looking for another run out, if nothing else. So if they do get close, I expect a run out. But it's also possible that Rohit and Jaiswal will attack and get some runs on early. And then, at that stage, New Zealand are behind it. They don't have a lot to defend, but we have a game here. And we'll have another super over tomorrow with myself, Jarrod Kimber, and Iain O'Brien.
On AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.